I think you might get a notification at 1:30 for your journal on your GC. So you're going to print the journal as you had done in your last semester. The journal should be printed on both the sides of the pages. Single side journal print नहीं करना है, आपको दोनों साइड प्रिंट करना है पेज पे. And you are going to punch it and put in a file if binding facility is not available near your Xerox center. अगर वहाँ पे वो बाइंडिंग करा के नहीं देते हैं जर्नल का, only under that condition you are going to file the papers of the journal. And in the exam, when you are going to show this file, I want it to be in the file and not you picking up one page at a time and showing it to the teacher. Okay, so again, this point is made very clear about the journal. Today we will be doing two subphylums. So I hope by next Saturday your diagrams will be done in the journal. You have to get the journals printed since all the Xerox machines, Xerox centers are open right now. So you can get it Xeroxed and binded. And in next practical, you have to draw the diagrams and be ready to show it during the job practical session. Okay, so I will quickly share my screen for today's practical and we'll start. I hope the screen is visible to everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so today is our practical one of practical paper 1. In this paper, we will be doing classification and study of the general characters of the animals up to the class. You have to identify the animal in the question paper. आप जब journal open करके देखोगे, you will see I have made two question papers. One is offline question paper and one is online question paper. कि by chance अगर lockdown बंद हो जाता है, colleges will open up for everyone, then the exams can be offline. So under that condition, how your exams will be taken, वहाँ पे एक वो दिया हुआ है, उस टाइप का एक मैंने जो हमारा पैटर्न होता है क्वेश्चन पेपर पैटर्न वो शेयर किया है जर्नल पे लास्ट पेजेस में. एंड एक पेज है ऑनलाइन एग्जाम अगर होता है तो कैसे होगा उसका मार्क्स पैटर्न एंड जो भी क्वेश्चन पेपर पैटर्न रहेगा प्रैक्टिकल के लिए दैट आल्सो आई हैव शेयर. So you basically minimum you need to identify the animal name properly with its scientific name and common name. If you're not specifying the scientific name, you will lose marks accordingly. Only common name is not allowed. You need to know the scientific name of the animal given in your PPT or during identification. Okay, so let's begin with identification. In this particular part of semester 6, we are going to basically deal with animals belonging to phylum Urochordata, okay, Cephalochordata, yani ki animals which have notochord present in it and the vertebrate animals. So starting with the group Protochordata. Under the group Protochordata, we are going to study about two subphylums today, that is Urochordata and Cephalochordata. Under Urochordata, we are going to go through three classes, that is Larvaceae, Acidiaceae and Thaliaceae. Under subphylum Cephalochordata, we are going to study class Leptocardae. We are going to study four animals free from Urochordata, that is sea squirt, transparent sea squirt, common salp, and Amphioxus from Cephalochordata. So let's start. Now the animals which we study in this classification in this term are of course belonging to kingdom Animalia and phylum Chordata. Now when do we say that an animal belongs to phylum Chordata is when the animal show the presence of notochord in some or the other part of their whole life. They should be showing a notochord. So if a notochord is seen in any part of the life or in any part of the body of an animal, those animals are categorized under phylum Chordata. And when we talk about phylum Chordata, there are n number of animals which belong to these particular phylum. Talking about the general characters of these phylum, the animals belonging to phylum Chordata are distributed all over the ecosystem, whether it is the aquatic ecosystem, whether it is terrestrial ecosystem. Okay, in all these ecosystems you will be able to find a chordate animal. Okay, they are found in all type of natural habitats such as marine water, fresh water, pond, dry land, grassland, desert, डीप फॉरेस्ट, डेंस फॉरेस्ट, आपको हर जगह पे ये एनिमल्स देखने को मिलेंगे, वेदर एरियल और you can say anaerobic living animals or the one who are found inside the burrow. So all there are plenty types of animals according to the natural habitat at present. And not only that, but there are many animals who have got extinct from this particular phylum. And many other living animals can also be seen which belong to very complicated situations, such as we have lampreys, we have lancets, we have tunicates, fishes, amphioxus, reptiles, birds, and mammals. All of these animals belong to phylum Chordata. These animals, if you observe the structure of the animal, they are bilaterally symmetrical. यानी कि अगर आप इस animal को central axis से cut करते हो, if you take the central axis, you observe the central axis, you can, okay, just give me a minute. So if this is the animal here, and if you consider the central axis of the animal, you will see that both the parts, okay, this part as the right and the left part, both are going to be equal, and this structure is called as bilaterally symmetrical. So the animals belonging to phylum Chordata show bilateral symmetry. Not only they show bilateral symmetry, but they are coelomate animals, यानी कि इन animals के अंदर cavity present होता है. They have a hollow structure, not a completely hollow, but there is जहाँ बोलते हैं ना heart एक अलग part है, फिर liver अलग से है. So they are completely other organs are present, and they are not they have a cavity, and all these organs have three layered cells. That is why they are called as triploblastic as well. These animals are called as triploblastic because हमारे बॉडी में जो हर ऑर्गन बनता है, एंड जो कॉर्डेट एनिमल्स होते हैं, इनकी बॉडी का हर ऑर्गन, इट इज मेड अप ऑफ थ्री layer of cells. That is because of which it is called as triploblast. And because of the formation of these three layers, these animals also have this derived coelom, that is cavity, body cavity, and they are called as coelomate as well. And other than that, these animals belonging to phylum Chordata have a complete digestive system present in it. Other than that, three fundamental characters that we need to know about the phylum Chordata is, the very first thing is the presence of notochord. As I have told you, chordate animals will be having a notochord in their body throughout their life in lower vertebrates, while presence only in the embryonic stage in higher vertebrates. Okay, यानी जो lower vertebrates है, अभी starting में जो हम phylum पढ़ेंगे, उन animals में throughout the life रह सकता है notochord present. पर जैसे जैसे animal का category बढ़ते जाएगा, जैसे हम दूसरे phylum से बढ़ते जाएंगे, जैसे mammals, apes, आप जब उन फाइलम्स में शिफ्ट होंगे तो आपको नोटोकॉर्ड ना एनिमल के सिर्फ एम्ब्रियोनिक स्टेज में दिखाई देगा. ये जो एम्ब्रियोनिक स्टेज होता है इस एनिमल का, हायर एनिमल्स में सिर्फ आपको नोटोकॉर्ड सिर्फ उसके एम्ब्रियोनिक स्टेज में दिखाई देगा, पर नोटोकॉर्ड कहीं गायब नहीं होता है. नोटोकॉर्ड इज बीन रिप्लेस्ड और एनक्लोज्ड बाय द वर्टिब्रल कॉलम व्हिच इज देयर इन द higher animals. So the adult animals will show presence of vertebral column instead of notochord, but जो lower chordate animals है, they will show notochord, presence of notochord. So not only notochord, but there is presence of hollow nerve cord in the dorsal area to the notochord. यानी कि अगर यहाँ पे notochord present है, so उसके dorsal region में you will find the presence of nerve cord present. ओके, आज अगर हम आज जिस लोगों ने शार्क का लेक्चर अटेंड किया था, सो अगर आपको याद रहेगा, हमने जब एंडोस्केलेटन किया था, वी हैड सीन कि सेंट्रम के अंदर नोटोकॉर्ड जाता है, एंड ऊपर हिस्से में जहाँ पे न्यूरल आर्क है, वहां पे नर्व कॉर्ड पे जाने के लिए भी एक कैविटी प्रेजेंट था, राइट. सो यू कैन रिमेम्बर दैट देयर इज अ प्रेजेंस ऑफ होलो नर्व कॉर्ड इन द, एंड ये कौन सी रीजन में होता है, ये डॉर्सल रीजन में रहता है. सो नर्व कॉर्ड इज इन द डॉर्सल रीजन. Other than that, after notochord, after nerve cord, the third character that we need to remember is the pharyngeal gill cleft or gill slits. These animals will definitely show pharyngeal gills, or there would be slits present as a respiratory part. Okay, now अगर आप बोलोगे higher animals में तो कहाँ ये gill clefts है, This is one of the character that you can observe in chordate. Now, even the pharynx in humans is connected to larynx, and then the larynx is connected to your lungs. So you have the connection with your pharynx itself. So this is how the connection can be seen for phylum Chordata. Now, under phylum Chordata, there is a group that is called as Protochordata, and the other group that is called as Euchordata. Euchordata, we will do it in our next practical session. So in today's practice session, we are studying about Protochordata. What is Protochordata? It means animals with no head, cranium और brain region. ठीक है, जैसे कि हमारे बॉडी पे स्कल है, फिश में हमने आज देखा कि उसके पास क्रेनियम होता है. So these animals which belong to group Protochordata, they do not have any such skull, brain, cranium or any head region as specific present in them. Under this, we are going to study two subphylums, that is subphylum Urochordata and another one is subphylum Cephalochordata. Now, what do we mean by the term Urochordata? Euro का मतलब होता है tail, और that is why the animals are also called as tunicata. इस animals में जो notochord है, ये सिर्फ उसके tail portion में present है. Okay, that is why this animal is called as Urochordata, or we can also call it as tunicata. These animals are mainly marine animals, that is, they are found in marine water body like sea, ocean, and they are mostly sessile and filter feeder, because okay, they are not going to consume the bigger larger animals, but they're filter feeders and they feed on phytoplanktons or smaller zooplanktons. Okay, the notochord in these animals, as I have told you, they lie in the tail portion of the larva and is not found in the adult portion. So आपको मैंने जब start किया था chordate के बारे में, I had told you that it can happen that animals showing notochord in there are few categories. Okay, जब हम बोलते हैं कि कोई animal chordate को belong करता है, तो उसका क्या condition है? Condition सिर्फ इतना है कि उसके पूरे लाइफ स्टेज में उसे कभी ना कभी presence of notochord दिखाना है. Okay, so Urochordate में जो animals होते हैं, they definitely show presence of notochord, but it is only seen in the tail region. And किसके tail region में? जो larva होता है, उसके tail region में आपको notochord दिखाई देता है. And these notochord will disappear when it starts growing up, it gets mature, it gets into an adult one. The notochord will disappear. The larval form of these animals are more advanced than the adult. They exhibit retrogressive metamorphosis, that is, their body undergoes metamorphosis in a very different form, that where the animals completely change. उसके larva stage को अगर आप देखते हो या फिर उसके adult stage को देखोगे तो उसमें बहुत ही ज़्यादा आपको change दिखाई देता है. There is a huge amount of change which can be seen. Okay, and metamorphosis is where the body undergoes various developmental changes while growing. Okay, that is called as metamorphosis. Okay, when कि बहुत सारे उसमें ना ऐसे इसका स्टार्टिंग स्ट्रक्चर काफी अलग दिखाई देगा आपको. ओके, इसमें नॉर्मली जो लार्वा होता है, अगर आपने कभी कोई लार्वा देखा है, फिश लार्वा वगैरह देखा है, तो उस लार्वा को अगर आप देखोगे तो उसमें आपको ना ऐसे लैटरल फिन्स वगैरह दिखाई देंगे. बट वही अगर आप अडल्ट ट्यूनिकेट को देखते हो, ओके, टूना को देखते हो, so what you will come to know is these animals they do not have any lateral fin present. Instead, if you observe these animals, this some of these animals something look like your sponge. आपने स्पंज देखा था लास्ट टर्म में, हमने पढ़ा था स्पंज के बारे में, तो वो कैसे दिखते हैं? इसमें से कुछ एनिमल्स तो वैसे भी दिखते हैं, स्पंज के जैसे दिखते हैं. सो देयर इज अ ह्यूज डिफरेंस ऑल द वे फ्रॉम द एडल्ट फ्रॉम द larva to the adult. So there is a huge change in the body that is going to take place. You sometimes if you don't know the animal, अगर आप उसका larva देखते तो आपको पता ही नहीं चलेगा कि actually this is the adult, यानी कि उसका adult अगर उसका आसपास भी रहा तो आपको समझेगा भी नहीं कि इसका adult form ऐसा दिखता है. So there is a huge change in the body that takes place while growing in these animals. These animals, the body is composed of tunicin. Okay, tunicin is a type of cellulose, and because of which the body texture of the animal is very leather-like. Okay, and these tunicin is present, and that is why we say that it has tunic sheet present in the body, and that is why the word tunicate is being given to these animals. Talking about the circulatory system of the animal, it is an open type of circulation. Okay, since their body is not very well developed and not very well formed, so you can see that the circulatory system is an open type. The blood of these animals contain blue colored cells and are called as vanadidocytes. The blood of the animal is blue in color, and those cells which are present in the blood, जैसे कि हमारे में हम हेमोग्लोबिन बुलाते हैं, इनमें they are vanadidocytes. Excretion is performed by nephrocytes. In these animals you can see nephrocytes are present, जैसे कि हमें nephrons होते हैं या kidney present होता है, they have nephrocytes present for excretion. These animals are hermaphrodite, that is, they have both the gametes, the male gamete and the female gamete present. And not only they are hermaphrodite, but these animals are protandrous. Protandrous का मतलब क्या होता है? जहाँ का जो male gamete होता है वो जल्दी mature हो जाता है compared to female gamete. So under this condition, what it does is it will undergo क्रॉस फर्टिलाइजेशन. अभी बिकॉज वो होमोफ्रोडाइट है, इट कैन गो अंडर सेल्फ फर्टिलाइजेशन, यानी ये अपना ही एक जगह से फीमेल गैमेट रिलीज होगा, एक जगह से मेल गैमेट रिलीज होगा, एंड बॉडी के अंदर ही वो उसे फर्टिलाइज कर सकते हैं एग को. बट समटाइम्स जैसे कि इसमें देव बोला है, दे आर ऑल्सो प्रोटैंड्रस. प्रोटैंड्रस यानी कि मेल गैमेट तो मैच्योर हो गया, वहां से टेस्टिस स्पर्म रिलीज, सॉरी the spermatozoa release हो गया है, but since the female gamete has not been matured yet, it cannot be fertilized. So under that condition, what will these animals do? It will fertilize, it will undergo the cross fertilization. यानी दूसरा कोई अगर tunicate present है उसके besides में, it will fertilize with it its ova or a female gamete and reproduce. It can also undergo asexual reproduction by the help of budding procedure. And when we talk about fertilization in these animals, that is sexual reproduction, the reproduction here is going to take place externally, यानी कि even though these animals are hermaphrodite, उसके body के अंदर fertilization नहीं होगा, but the male gamete and the female gamete both are released in the water body, and there the fertilization is going to be observed. Now under this particular urochordate, we are going to learn about the class Larvaceae. Larvaceae, in this, the adult remain in the larval characteristics throughout their life. Okay, because यहाँ पे अगर adult ऐसा नहीं कि एडल्ट होने के बाद उसका स्ट्रक्चर चेंज हो जाएगा या कुछ एकदम चेंजेस आएंगे. ओके, इवन तो हैव सेड कि ये जो पर्टिकुलर हम लोग ने अभी फर्स्ट फाइलम किया यूरोकॉर्डेटा, यहाँ पे हमने बोला कि ये जो एनिमल्स है इसके लार्वा स्टेज में नोटोकॉर्ड रहता है, एडल्ट होने के बाद उसमें नोटोकॉर्ड नहीं रहता है, दे अंडरगो रेट्रोग्रेसिव मेटामॉर्फोसिस. बट नॉट ऑल द एनिमल्स नीड टू अंडरगो रेट्रोग्रेसिव मेटामॉर्फोसिस, बट बाकी की कैरेक्टर्स भी अगर उस एनिमल में प्रेजेंट है, सो इट कैन बी कंसिडर्ड टू बी अ यूरोकॉर्डेट एनिमल, जैसे बाकी का फीचर यानी कि प्रेजेंस ऑफ नोटोकॉर्ड. सो द क्लास Larvaceae have animals which will only be present in the larval form throughout their life, यानी कि इसका कोई एडल्ट स्टेज नहीं होता है, ये थ्रूआउट द लाइफ अपने लार्वा फॉर्म में ही रहता है, एंड इसलिए इस क्लास का नाम हमने दिया है Larvaceae. These animals are tiny marine planktonic forms and these are found worldwide. ऐसा कोई पर्टिकुलर जगह नहीं है जहाँ मिलते हैं, पर ये throughout the world आपको कहीं पे भी marine water body में मिलेंगे. The body of this animal is divided into two forms, that is the trunk part and the tail part. हमने स्टार्टिंग में ये भी देखा था कि ये जो एनिमल्स है ये बिलोंग टू व्हाट डू दे बिलोंग, दे बिलोंग टू प्रोटोकॉर्डेटा, यानी कि उनमें हेड रीजन नहीं होता है. सो द बॉडी इज बेसिकली डिवाइडेड इनटू द ट्रंक रीजन एंड द टेल रीजन. The tail of these animals of class Larvaceae is very large, thin and flat, and is going to help the animal to float or swim through the water currents. Under the class Larvaceae, we are going to see the example, that is Oikopleurae. Common name of Oikopleurae is sea squat. Now you can see the animal, how it looks like. It has a transparent body part. There is no such head region, rather this is the main trunk region and this is the tail region. So moving ahead here, you can see this is the trunk region of the animal and this is the tail portion of the animal. If you see the trunk region itself has the buccal cavity, the mouth is present. Okay, here you can see इसमें in animals में ना there is no specific brain like structure. They have ganglions present. आपने सीपिया में देखा था, सीपिया में भी कोई specific brain like structure present नहीं था. It also had ganglia present in it, right? So similarly here also you can see cerebral ganglia. Statocyst, it will help in balancing the animal, the body. Okay, and again coming back to the mouth, here is the mouth. This is the buccal cavity. From the buccal cavity, it will run to the pharynx, pharynx to oesophagus, oesophagus to intestine, intestine to the rectum, and rectum to it will just release out. Okay. Other than this, there is also a gastric lobe present here. The heart is also seen in this animal. These are the gonads of the animal. Now, talking about this Oikopleura, as I've told you, it is marine. It is found all over the world. Worldwide है ये. But even though it is worldwide, it is majorly seen in tropical water body. यानी कि जो एरिया इक्वेटर के पास एंड ट्रॉपिक ऑफ कैंसर एंड कैप्रिकॉर्न के बीच में लाई करता है, उन एरियाज में आप इसे ज्यादा मात्रा में आप उसको वहाँ पे मिल सकता है, उन जगहों पे मिल सकता है. Talking about the habit and habitat of this animal is very small. अगर आप ध्यान से देखोगे तो actually this is a microscopic view of the animal. Okay. ये जो आपको यहाँ पे दिख रहा है, this is a microscopic view. It is a very small pelagic form. It is found in water body. ये sediment के पास आपको नहीं दिखाई देगा, ये proper पानी के अंदर ही आपको दिखाई देगा. And that too, ये deep water bodies में नहीं, ये surface का जो पानी होता है, surface water body, आपको ये वहां पे दिखाई देगा. इस एनिमल का अगर लेंथ बोले तो इसका लेंथ होगा 0.5 to 8 मिलीमीटर इन लेंथ. एंड अगर आप इसको ध्यान से देखते हो तो कैसे दिखता है, एक टैडपोल के जैसे दिखता है. जो अगर आपने कभी फ्रॉक का टैडपोल वगैरह देखा रहेगा तो कैसे दिखता है, ये एनिमल भी सिमिलरली इट लुक्स लाइक अ टैडपोल. Talking about the color, ये जिसका color है, it is something, if you see here in this picture, you can see it is little violet and orange in color. Now talking about the characteristics shown by these animals, if you see, the notochord is restricted in the caudal region. Over here you can see the notochord. Okay, you can see here the notochord is present, and उसके नीचे उसके dorsal region में you can see the nerve cord is running. So जैसे कि मैंने कहा था, ये trunk है, ये tail है, तो trunk में तो आपको कहीं notochord दिखेगा नहीं. आपको notochord कहाँ दिख रहा है, आपको उसके tail region में notochord दिखाई दे रहा है. Dorsal nerve cord, जिसे मैंने कहा पे notochord है, and then dorsal to the notochord you will see the nerve cord is being present, and this is throughout the body of the animal. Pharyngeal gill slits are also present. We had seen here the gill slit. Here you can see the gill slit. Pharynx के पास ही आपको gill slits दिखाई देंगे. So they have the pharyngeal gill slit. Here, the body of the adult sea squid is covered with help of tunics. So ये जो आपको यहाँ पे भारी जो लेयर दिखाई देता है, यहाँ पे भी आपको ये देखो एकदम और लाइट सा, if you observe here, you can see a light transparent structure which is present. This is nothing but it is a tunic. The adult animal are sessile and attach themselves to a substratum. यानी कि जैसे ही बड़े हो जाएंगे, लार्वा से adult form में convert होते हैं, they will go and attach themselves to some substratum and उसी से अटके रहते हैं. Okay, they do not move here and there much, but they will remain attached to the substratum. So this is all about Oikopleuro, or we also call it as sea squid. Now the next class we have to study is class Acidiae. Acidiaceae is mainly found again in larval stage. Like Larvaceae, these animals are also mainly found in the larval stage. These animals tend to disappear in the adult after metamorphosis. यानी कि ये animals जब metamorphosis होता है इनमें, ये animals किस animal में convert होते हैं, ये पता करना काफी ही दिक्कत बड़ा है. Okay, it is not really easy to understand the adult form of the animals belonging to class Acidiaceae. The adult animals in them is sessile, but their larvae are planktonic in nature. That is, they move according to the water currents here and there. And the larva form of these animals do not feed on anything. The adult of these animals ओके जब हम लोग ने ये कहा यहाँ पे कि आपको पता नहीं चलता कि किस फॉर्म में टर्न हो गए, तो मैंने आपको बताया था स्टार्टिंग में इस एनिमल का कैरेक्टर, यानी इस सब फाइलम का कैरेक्टर आपको बताते हुए मैंने कहा था यूरोपॉडिड्स में एनिमल अंडरगो रेट्रोग्रेसिव मेटामॉर्फोसिस। सो जैसे मैंने कहा, अगर आप लार्वा देखोगे और आप बाद में उसके बाजू में ही उसका अडल्ट रहेगा, तो यू इफ यू डोंट नो एक्चुअली, इफ यू हैवंट स्टडीड अबाउट दीज एनिमल्स, और आप अगर देखोगे तो आपको पता ही नहीं चलेगा अरे बाबा ये एडल्ट है और ये इसका एक्चुअली लार्वा फॉर्म है। सो देयर इज अ ह्यूज चेंज इन द बॉडी स्ट्रक्चर। सो जैसे कहा यहाँ पे कि लार्वा इस केस में प्लैंक्टोनिक है, यानी वो पानी के बहाव के हिसाब से यहाँ वहाँ घूमता है, इट डजंट फीड्स। वही अगर अडल्ट की बात करें तो अडल्ट एक जगह पर एक स्टोन या किसी से चिपका हुआ रहेगा। इट कैन बी सिंगल, इट कैन ऑल्सो बी फाउंड, मेनली इट इज फाउंड इन कॉलोनी फॉर्म, बहुत सारे एक साथ आपको दिखाई देंगे। ओके, एंड एडल्ट्स हैव अ बॉडी व्हिच इज सैक लाइक, एंड again even these animals, since they belong to subphylum Tunicata, their body is covered with the tunic. In adult animals, you can see that the nervous system is ganglionated. That is, the body जो है उनका, उसमें आपको जो nerves है उसकी body में वो ganglia form में है. Again, they do not have any brain structure. They only have this ganglia and nerves present. The color of this animal is very bright. मेनली जैसे मैंने कहा, इट कैन बी फाउंड सोलेटरी, यानी सिंगल एनिमल आपको यहाँ वहां दिखाई दे देगा, या फिर ये कॉलोनी फॉर्म में भी आपको मरीन वाटर में दिखाई दे सकते हैं। Now, the example of the animal belonging to the class Acidaceae is Siona. Siona is also called as transparent sea squat. अगर आप ध्यान से इसको देखोगे तो किसके जैसे दिखाई दे रहा है, ये स्पंज की तरह दिखाई दे रहा है। पर मैंने आपको क्या कहा था, इसका लार्वा स्टेज कैसा है, उसका लार्वा स्टेज एक एकदम एक प्रॉपर टैडपोल जैसा उसका स्टेज होता है। सो यू एक्चुअली कैन नॉट थिंक कि अगर वो इवन तो यहाँ का ही फ्लोट भी कर रहा होगा तो आपको समझेगा नहीं कि एक्चुअली इसका छोटा यंग स्टेज है, एंड दिस इज हाउ द एडल्ट स्टेज लुक्स लाइक। So now to study in detail about Sione and its character. Sione, it is found in shallow water body. Okay, it is not found in deep river water or deep marine water body. It is found in shallow marine water body. If you see the animal, it is sedentary animal. It is found attached to rocks and rocks. अगर आप इसको देखोगे तो ये किसी रॉकी एरिया में, and since it is in shallow water, so ये sand या नीचे के bottom substratum को अटैच होके नीचे बैठा रहेगा। The length of this animal, ये इसका जो लेंथ है एक एक सियोन का, if you see the length, it is 9 to 12 centimeter in length. If you see the color of it, it is bottle green, it can be yellow green, and sometimes even transparent with few red pigments in its body. The characteristic of this animal, if you see here, the body is cylinder like, cylindrical है, and tube form में, अगर देखोगे तो कैसा है, tube form में भी है। So it is cylindrical and tubular in shape. It has narrow and transparent foot used. अगर उसका देखो, अगर ऊपर भी देखोगे तो उसका ओपनिंग भी नैरो है एंड नीचे भी सॉरी। Okay, so if you see the bottom part, जहाँ से वो attach होता है substratum को, that is also narrow and transparent in nature. The body of this animal is covered by transparent soft tunic. If you see the outer skeleton over here, the exoskeleton of the animal is made up of tunic. Okay, it is made up of tunic. The body of this animal is U-shaped. अगर ध्यान से देखोगे तो कैसा है, U shape में है। So this is the U shape. Anterior, it contains 8 lobed branchial siphon. ये जो उसका माउथ है, ओके, माउथ के पास यहाँ पे आप देखोगे तो वहां पे 8 lobes है, that is lobe like structure, okay, and 6 lobed atrial siphon. अगर आप यहाँ वाला दूसरा siphon की तरफ देखते हो, so this is 6 lobe and this one is 8 lobed. The test is protective and an accessory respiratory structure can also be seen in this animal. So if you see the structure, the body structure over here, you will see this is the mouth of the animal. Okay, this is the tunic, that is the outer coating, and this is the mantle where the animal body lies. Okay, इस cavity के अंदर you can see the animal lies. Okay, so here is the mouth. This is the pharyngeal, you can say pharyngeal basket is present, and यहाँ पे आपको जो छोटे छोटे structures दिखाई दे रहे हैं एक दूसरे से साथ connected, this is nothing but the gills lake, which is called as pharyngeal stick in these animals. From the pharynx, these animals will travel down to the stomach. This is the stomach of the animal. From the stomach, it will move into the intestine, and from the intestine, it will be released by the anal portion over here. Okay, you can see anal, intestine, and this is the stomach portion. You can also see the heart of the animal. The heart is present here, and the blood vessels, the dorsal vessel and the ventral vessel is present. Other than that, you can see the reproductive organ, that is the testicles. The testicles are running here. This is the ovary, and here is the testicle present. So these testicles are there, and this is the genital duct from where it is going to release the gametes. These animals, as you see, the testicles and ovary both are present. These animals are also hermaphrodite in nature. The fertilization of the gametes will take place externally and not within the mental cavity or inside the body of the animal. The larva develops from the floating egg, क्योंकि वो गैमेट बाहर ही fertilize होता है, and जो egg है ये कोई parental care दिखाता नहीं animal, so the egg is going to be floating here and there, and from that egg only the metamorphosis will take place. The larva will come out and will slowly and steadily grow, and जैसे जैसे वो grow होकर adult की तरफ बढ़ता है, it will settle down to a substratum and get attached to any of such other siona and form a colony, or it can lie singly here and there. Okay, so moving to the next class of subphylum Urochordata, that is Thalassae. Thalassae are free living pelagic tunicates. Free living यानी कि वो ना सबस्ट्रेटम से अटके हुए नहीं रहते हैं, वो यहाँ वहाँ पानी के हिसाब से ट्रैवल करते हैं. एंड पेलाजिक यानी कि वो पानी में रहते हैं. ये सेडिमेंट पोर्शन या बॉटम पोर्शन में ज्यादा नहीं पाए जाते, ये वाटर के अंदर ही ज्यादातर रहते हैं. ओके, एंड अगर इसका शेप देखोगे, इसका बॉडी शेप देखोगे तो एक बैरल जैसा होता है. अगर आपने कभी बैरल देखा है, ओके लेट मी शो यू व्हाट इज अ बैरल. बैरल ना ऐसे शेप में होता है. अगर आपने वो जो वाइन वगैरह लोग स्टोर करते हैं, ओके ऐसे ड्रम्स होते हैं, वुडन ड्रम्स होते हैं, so कुछ ऐसा शेप का होता है. तो these animals also look like this shape, so that is what is said as a barrel shaped animal. The tunic, again the body का जो outer covering है, it is transparent, thin and circular bands of muscles. ऐसे muscle bands ना आपको इसकी बॉडी पे से दिखाई देंगे. The incurrent and excurrent siphon are present at the apportioning cell, यानी कि यहाँ से अगर पानी अंदर आ रहा है एनिमल के अंदर, तो यहाँ से पानी बाहर चला जाएगा उस एनिमल से. So it has a incurrent siphon and a excurrent siphon lying on the opposite ends. In few species of these animals, जो pharyngeal gill slits है वो आपको दिखाई देंगे. कुछ एनिमल्स में ये कैरेक्टर नहीं है. These animals are polymorphic in nature, यानी कि जैसे जैसे वो ग्रो होते हैं उनका जो बॉडी स्ट्रक्चर है, इट हैज मल्टीपल बॉडी स्ट्रक्चर्स and function body will and the structures will be performing different type of functions in the body, so they are polymorphic in nature, and there is alteration in their generation. What is alteration? We will, as you go towards the example, you come to know what is alteration in generation. These animals feed on planktonic form, यानी कि छोटे zooplankton, phytoplankton जो होते हैं, these animals feed on those planktonic forms. The example of this is salpa. Salpa, or we can say the common, it is also called as common salpa. Salpa, it is found in tropical water body, again that is shallow. एक तो deep water body में आपको नहीं दिखाई देंगे, ये shallow water body में दिखाई देंगे. And tropical यानी कि equator से tropic of Cancer, equator से tropic of Capricorn, इतनी जगह पे, especially वो जो equator का tropic का part है, वहाँ आपको ज्यादा ही एनिमल दिखाई देंगे. These animals, as I told you, are free swimming in nature and are solitary, यानी कि कॉलोनी फॉर्म में आपको दिखाई दे भी सकते हैं, या तो फिर ऐसे सोलिटरी यहाँ घूमते हुए भी आपको दिखाई दे सकते हैं. उनका जो लेंथ होता है, it is 1 to 8 centimeter in length. The color of these animal, उसका जो tunic है वो transparent है mainly, so it is transparent and sometimes it has this blackish brown appearance as well. Talking about the body characteristics of salpa, the body, as I've told you, it is barrel shaped, and जो उसका बाहर का जो covering है, okay, the it has a thick test or tunic is present. अगर देखोगे काफी thick है इसका बाहर का covering. The visceral compact mask, if you see the mask over here, this is the visceral inner portion over here, consists of the esophagus, okay. It consists of the esophagus, stomach, intestine, and gonads can be seen inside here. Okay, when first of all we were talking about the water current. So if you see here, here is the water in and water out. यानी कि ये in current का area है and ये ex current का area है. So from here the water will go out. Here the water comes in. Okay, this is the eye portion of the animal. Here you can see the eye present. The then you can see here the stolen. This is where the gametes will be produced. Okay, and this portion here, it is stomach plus intestine. This is the pharyngeal band or pharyngeal groove is present. So that it is not a very specific structure of the animal. If you see here, आपको ये जो यहाँ पे दिखाई दे रहा है सिमिलर स्ट्रक्चर आपको यहाँ पे भी दिखाई देगा इंटरनली हाउ इट लुक्स इन द एनिमल. This is the mouth portion and this is the tail portion. You can imagine water comes in and goes out from this particular region. So it exhibits polymorphic with alteration of generation. Asexual phase consists of oozoids and sexual phase consists of blastozoids. Locomotion is performed by jet propulsion mechanism. यानी जब पानी यहाँ से आता है, if it has to float, it will take the water in and it will throw out from here with a very high speed. The gill slits, as I've told you, गिल स्लिट्स आप अटैच डॉर्सल, यानी आप अगर डॉर्सल रीजन से देखो तो आपको वो गिल स्लिट्स दिखाई देंगे. एंडोस्टाइल इज द ऑर्गन ऑफ फिल्टर फीडिंग. सो हियर द एंडोस्टाइल्स व्हिच यू कैन सी, okay, here you cannot see, but here if you see this particular part, this endostyle helps it in filter feeding. It originates behind the heart and the interstitial portion, so it is behind this particular region. Anus is situated at a regular on the right side of the body. So this is all about the common salpa. Now moving to the next subphylum for today. Okay, before moving to the next subphylum, as I have told you, ये जो salpa है, it can also be found single or in group. तो एक ग्रुप में ना ये ऐसे चेन फॉर्म में चलते हैं, एकदम सर्कुलर मोशन क्रिएट करते हुए चलते हैं वाटर में. सो जो सबसे पहले निकलता है ना इस चेन से, अगर आप कभी कभी अपने कोई वीडियो देख लिया सल्फा का एंड यू सी देम मूविंग, सो जो सबसे पहले इस सर्कल से बाहर निकलता है दैट वन इज कॉल्ड एज द लीडर सल्फा, एंड जो उसके पीछे आते हैं एक एक करके, दोज आर ऑल द फॉलोवर्स सल्फा. So they form this chain and they keep moving in this circular pattern only. So more talking about the next subphylum, that is Cephalochordata. Cephalochordata, these animals again they show notochord, but these notochord can be seen in the head region throughout the body. Okay, but mainly head में तो दिखाई देगा. They have this proper not proper, but they have सर्च हेड स्ट्रक्चर जैसा है, वहां से वो राइज होना शुरू होगा नोटोकॉर्ड. ओके, so these animals are actually primitive group of animals and they are again marine chordates. These are very small sized animal and are found in very less number. These animals are basically found buried inside the marine sand. अगर आप इसे मिलता भी है तो अगर आप सैंड को ऐसे सीव अप करते हो, फ्रॉम दैट यू कैन फाइंड, फॉर एग्जांपल लैंसेट्स है, एम्फिऑक्सिस है, दे आर वेरी स्मॉल इन साइज एंड दे ऑलवेज bury themselves in the sand or the bottom of the water. The notochord extends up to the tip of the rostrum in the head. Hence, these animals are called as cephalochordata. यानी कि उसका जो notochord है ये उसके रोस्ट्रम या फिर स्नॉट जो हम बोलते हैं. अगर आपने आज अपने शाखा लेक्चर अटेंड किया था तो आई वुड हैव शोन यू अ स्ट्रक्चर व्हिच इज स्नॉट, यानी माउथ से भी आगे की तरफ का जो टिप होता है एक एनिमल में, दैट इज बेसिकली कॉल्ड एज स्नॉट. सो दैट पोर्शन is in few animals, if it is pointed enough, we call it as rostrum as well. So the notochord will extend till that point in these animals, and that is why these animals are called as cephalochordate. The nerve cord is present above the notochord. As you remember, हमेशा nerve cord notochord के dorsal यानी कि ऊपर रहता है. It opens into the exterior through a anterior neuropore. Mouth of these animals is present ventrally of to that of the rostrum. It feeds it also has feeding organ which is called as oral cili, or we also call it as wheel organ is present in these animals. And ये जो oral cili होते हैं, these are 20 to 23 cili, यानी कि you can imagine छोटे छोटे बाल जैसे structure होते हैं. Okay, they help in collecting the food. So it is 20 to 22 number of such thin hair like projection you can imagine, which will help in collecting the food for the animal in the water body. The mouth of this animal leads into the pharynx, and near the pharynx you can see numerous gills being present. The body of this animal is not very big, so it is little laterally compressed. अगर दोनों sides देखोगे, fish कैसे दिखाई देता है? It is normal bony fish कैसे होते हैं? Laterally compressed होते हैं, right? So even these animals are laterally compressed. Tapered at both the ends, यानी कि fish का structure कैसे होता है? वो भी एकदम दोनों साइड से पॉइंटेड रहता है और बीच में थोड़ा सा स्वेल्ड अप रहता है फिश. सिमिलरली दे आल्सो हैव टेपरिंग एट बोथ एंड, एंड बीच में थोड़ा एक्सपैंडेड रहेगा. विद अ पोस्ट एनल टेल, यानी कि उसका जो टेल पोर्शन है इट इज पोस्ट एनल, यानी एनल पोर्शन के बाद वो टेल पोर्शन आता है. एंड दैट इज द व्हाई वी रेफर दीज एनिमल्स टू एज lancets. So under these we have one class which we are going to study, that is Leptocardae. Animals belonging to class Leptocardae show slender fish-like body, okay, and the epidermis of these animals is single layer, and also that these animals show presence of gill slits. In this subphylum Cephalochordata and class Leptocardiae, the one example which we are going to study, there is only one example which we are studying in this, and that name is Branchiostroma, or we also call it as common name Amphioxus. So this is how the animal looks like. It is little fish-like, little larva-like in structure, and if you observe the notochord, as we had specified, it goes till the tip of the rostrum. Okay, यहाँ तक आता है उसका notochord, and that is why these animals are put under subphylum Cephalochordata. These animals are found in shallow water body again, but ये जो animals है ये temperate areas, tropical, subtropical, यानी थोड़ा ट्रॉपिक ऑफ कैंसर के आगे भी टूवर्ड्स द पोल आपको ये एनिमल दिखाई देगा. इस एनिमल की आदत क्या है? ये नॉर्मली अपने आप को, क्योंकि ये शैलो वाटर में रहता है, तो दैट इज सैंड प्रेजेंट, सो इट विल ऑलवेज ट्राई एंड बरी इटसेल्फ अंडर द सैंड. इसका लेंथ, ये एनिमल कुछ 6 सेंटीमीटर के लेंथ का हो सकता है, सो इट कैन बी सीन through your naked eye properly. Color of the animal is whitish, थोड़ा ऐसे क्रीमी येलो एंड थोड़ा सा पिंक टेक्सचर उसमें दिखाई देता है. उसका जो वेंट्रल साइड है, इफ यू सी हियर आल्सो इट इज लिटिल पिंक टू रेड इन कलर. Talking about the characteristics of these animals, how the body is, if you see, as I told you, वो laterally compressed है. यहाँ पे देखो एकदम चप्पट है, okay, and यहाँ पे देखो ये दोनों साइड से pointed है. Okay, it is laterally compressed, elongated, not completely transparent, but semi-transparent body it has. Then the notochord, as we had talked about, the notochord is running throughout the body length till the rostrum, so it belongs to subphylum Cephalochordata. And उसका तो structure आप देखते हो तो eel जैसा दिखता है थोड़ा बहुत, okay. The mouth of the animal, if you observe the mouth region, this is the mouth region of the animal. जैसे मैंने कहा था ये rostrum है, ये notochord देखो यहाँ तक tail तक जा रहा है. Okay, so यहाँ पे this is the caudal fin, यहाँ पे दिखाई दे रहा है आपको caudal fin है, यहाँ पे anus है और anus के आगे tail है, इसलिए हम उसको post anal tail बुला रहे थे. So you can see the anus ये ये जो dark marking आपको दिखाई दे रहा है वो anal marking है, okay. And talking about the mouth portion, let's be specific upon the mouth portion over here. If you see, this were the oral series, buccal series we were talking about. So these are huge in number. It एकदम minute होता है, so you have to see it under microscope. तो यहाँ पे रहता है. So ऐसे वो थिन ट्रांसपेरेंट हेयर लाइक स्ट्रक्चर होता है. तो जैसे ही कोई फूड अपने पास आता है वो उसे ओपन अप करता है, इसकी मदद से उसे ग्रैब अप करके अपने माउथ के अंदर डाल देता है. सो दिस पर्टिकुलर पोर्शन इज कॉल्ड एज ओरल हुड, और यू कैन से इमेजिन इट टू बी अ कैविटी लाइक बक्कल कैविटी जैसा है. तो फूड यहाँ पे एंटर करेगा. ये जो रीजन है, दिस इज द पोजीशन ऑफ द फेरिंग्स, ओके. एंड फ्रॉम द फेरिंग्स इट विल स्लोली एंड स्टेडीली मूव एंड इट विल मूव इनटू द anal region. The gut is actually present below the notochord. तो आपको ऊपर जो notochord दिखाई दे रहा है, तो जो इसका गट रीजन है वो यहाँ पे नीचे की तरफ प्रेजेंट है. These structures are represented by gonads. उसका जो gonad structure है, so this is how the gonads are represented as. द वी शेप मायोटोम्स. ओके, आपको ये जो यहाँ पे ऐसे वी शेप का आपको जो दिखाई दे रहा है यहाँ पे मायोटोम्स, यहाँ पे आपको जो दिखाई दे रहा है वी शेप्ड मायोटोम्स, these help the animal to facilitate at the lateral movement during swimming. यानी कि एक छोटे यू कैन थिंक इट टू बी लाइक फिन जैसा है थोड़ा बहुत ये. ओके, ये नोटोकॉर्ड से अटका हुआ नहीं है, ये ऊपरी तरफ है यानी सरफेस एरिया पे प्रेजेंट है. इट इज स्मॉल, छोटे छोटे फिन्स आप इमेजिन कर सकते हो जिसके मदद से वो लेटरली मूव करने में या स्विम करने में से मदद करता है. These animals have well developed circulatory system. It does not has a true heart, but a very simple sinus venosus is present. बाकी के एनिमल्स में हमें हार्ट दिखा है, बट एम्फियोक्सिस के पास हार्ट नहीं है, but it has a sinus venosus only in this animal. So there are few specific features which you have seen, which is different from each animal belonging to all the different classes over here. Okay, so this is all about the animal belonging to group Chordata, subphylum Urochordata, and subphylum Cephalochordata. I hope everyone आप सबको समझा है आज का लेक्चर. प्रैक्टिकल सबको समझा है? किसी को कुछ डाउट है? किसी को कुछ समझा नहीं? एज इफ एनीवन, इज देयर एनीवन जिसको कुछ समझा नहीं है आज के प्रैक्टिकल में?
No doubt, ma'am.
ओके, तो सबको सब कुछ समझा है? एवरीवन इज गॉन थ्रू इट प्रॉपर्ली. So let me ask you, anyone who can give me example of animal belonging to subphylum Urochordata?
मैम जर्नल कभी भेजोगे?
जर्नल मैंने शेयर किया है प्रिया जीसी पे. आप प्रैक्टिकल के बाद जीसी ओपन करके देखो, जर्नल ऑलरेडी आपको स्ट्रीम हो चुका है आपके जीसी पे.
ओके मैम.
Okay, my question is, give me example for subphylum Urochordata. Who is going to give me?
Oikoplura.
C squared. Saket, what is your answer? I couldn't hear you.
Oikoplura.
Oikopluro. Yes, good. Anything else after C squat and oikopluro? Any other example which is left?
Siona.
Siona. Good.
Siona.
Now, anybody who can tell me to which group आज हम लोग जो एनिमल्स पढ़े हैं ये कौन से ग्रुप को बिलोंग करता है?
Protochordata.
It belongs to group Protochordata. Protochordata का मतलब क्या होता है? कौन बताएगा?
No brain,
No head.
and no head.
Yes, proper. No brain, no head. Right. Ramya, Prerna, both of you had the right answer. Okay, now when I say cephalochordata, हम उसका क्या कैरेक्टर है जिसकी वजह से उसे cephalochordata ऐसे बोला जाता है उन एनिमल्स को?
Nototod extends up to head.
टू हेड, या क्या स्पेसिफिक टर्म हम यूज कर सकते हैं? अप टू हेड या क्या बोलेंगे?
Rostrum.
Rostrum, right. Up to rostrum it is going to spread. And what about urochordates? Urochordates का notochord कैसे present है?
Only in the tail of larva.
Right, it is only present in the tail portion in case of the urochordate animals. Okay, give me example for animal belonging to cephalochordata.
Amphioxus.
Amphioxus, good. Okay, अभी तो जो आंसर दे रहे हैं, मनोज you there? Manoj, you there? Prajakta? Yeah, Prajakta, can you tell me Amphioxus इसका साइंटिफिक नेम क्या है? Branchiostomata. Good. Priya, you there?
Yes, ma'am.
प्रिया, मुझे बताओ, एम्फियोक्सिस जब हम पढ़ रहे थे उसके माउथ में एक स्पेशल फीचर है, उस फीचर का नाम क्या है? हेयर लाइक प्रोजेक्शन से उसे हम क्या बुलाते हैं? मैंने एक टर्म बोला था, क्या टर्म बोला था? Anybody who can tell me the answer?
Syria, ma'am.
Buccal Syria, oral Syria, you can give it any other
Syria.
term. Yeah, it is Syria. It is present in these animals which help them in collecting the food. So that was all for our today's practical. You can just go through your GC after the practical and get your journals printed as soon as possible and start drawing the diagrams for all the four animals which we have studied today. Okay. Uh, with this practical, I will also have on next Saturday we will be doing the other animals. Basically we will go for euchordates and fishes class spices भी हम करेंगे next practical में. Plus आज का जो practical हुआ है उसको base test रहेगा आपको next Saturday. So kindly after getting the journal printed, go through the journal properly. जो भी इम्पोर्टेंट कैरेक्टर्स हमने आज डिस्कस किए हैं उसके ऊपर बेस्ड आपको नेक्स्ट सैटरडे टेस्ट रहेगा. So kindly study also simultaneously for your paper 1 practical on Saturday. Thank you everyone. You can take a leave.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, bye. Jagruti, you want to talk something? Jagruti? Hello Jagruti, you there?
Yes, ma'am. No, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am. Bye.